Testing, testing, 1, 2. Hi guys. I am Donna, aka Makita of Makita Home and Garden. Hi guys. I'm so excited to share with you our spring 2026 garden reveal. Come on, you guys, with me today as we see what's growing in our garden. Starting with the entryway of our garden, you're coming in as I come in at daily. And to the right, we have sweet potatoes on the left and right, and then we have potatoes growing in these planters. As you can see, this is the time of year that potatoes are signaling I am ready for you to get ready to dig me up. But because we've had so much rain, I'm still gonna wait because I'm thinking some of the distress to my potato plants is from all of this rain. And I'm not concerned because I stuck my hand in the soil and I know we've got plenty of potatoes. The potatoes that we're growing this year are purple potatoes, russet potatoes, and ruby red, well, red potatoes. I cannot wait to have a variety so we can have them to last us all winter long. They so mad. Isn't that awesome? I don't know how they got in there. Okay. Our garden is not only a regular garden, but it's a healing garden, and this water feature is a part of the healing element. I know. This is a good, this sometimes. This is my photographer. It's so fabulous, and we have so much fun. Half of the garden tour is the fun that we have making it. Okay, so what I did not tell y'all, right outside of the grapevine is where our pond is. But what's really cool is I've added a few things that are edible to our pond. So here is a planter that's growing sweet potatoes. So the vine will trellis and the vine will grow, but then it's filling up with some sweet potatoes in here. And then also I've got lemongrass growing in the back. So it'll be beautiful and decorative, but it's also a medicinal plant that I put in my tea. So check out our beautiful grapevine trellis. This is our beautiful grapevine trellis that we've been growing now for about 7 years. And I've been able to use this old greenhouse frame as a support for the trellis. And what's so beautiful about it is you get grapes growing up over top, but on the inside, I'm able to grow the coolest things. Come check it out. Come on, come on, come on. So, what's so cool about this grapevine trellis is it gives me a nice shaded area in the garden that sometimes I'll bring a little stool out here and just sit when the sun is beaming and I'm out here under this beautiful canopy. But for two, it gives me the ability to grow tomatoes on the left hand side. Can you see the tomatoes? They're so beautiful. And so I'm growing tomatoes on the left hand side, and then I've got a field green mix on the right side. And then above, what do we have above? We have amazing grapes above, you guys. When I tell you, this is truly one of my favorite features in our garden because when the grapes do ripen, I can simply just grab grapes off the inside of the trellis, harvest them, but most of the time I eat them and snack. So also what we have in here is, hopefully you can see it, we're growing Swiss chard in the back. I figured that gives me some extended season on my Swiss chard so that I can eat it most of the summertime. Swiss chard really takes shape in the spring and autumn. But if you find a nice shady place, you still might get some Swiss chard all summer long. Um, Girl, look at those. You see those grapes? Ty, look at the grapes. Oh my God. Do y'all see those grapes? Baby. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry. I was just obsessed. I don't even know what I'm gonna do with all these. Ty, what are we doing, you guys? Look at it's like nonstop. Isn't it crazy? Isn't it crazy? It's so freaking crazy. It's freaking crazy. But what's really cool, even better about this grapevine trellis, I've been able to, along the side where the grapes are planted, I've been able to plant some really cool perennials that stay, and they will be here all most of the summer and then come back this spring. So these hostas are freaking incredible. As you see, literally the hostas bring all the girls to the yard. The beneficial bugs that we need, these flowers, when they bloom, it is on and popping. I'm so glad because perennial is great to plant in your garden because it's effortless planting. And also here is a plant that I got from my brother from his land. And it's an incredible perennial that comes back every year. I don't quite know the name, don't judge me. But it also gives us these really cool flower blooms as well. So if you come on down, I also planted some zucchini over here for the first time. And that's pretty much, yep, zucchini. Oh, and then these are beautiful. Oh, it's beautiful. Well, it gives me these beautiful purple flowers, and when we do the flower bloom, you guys get to see it. And then, as you can tell, I have canna lilies planted all around, so it gives the chickens, the girls in the back, a little shade, but it also just gives more foliage here. I love the modern shape of these leaves. So, and look at the grapes, you guys. Oh my gosh. So beautiful. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. I'm tripping. Is that not crazy?
That's insane.
It's insane.
That's insane.
It's a picture.
Look at that.
It
Oh
just
my
doesn't make
God.
sense.
No, seriously.
Oh God, it's amazing.
What?
Who got time to create all this stuff? Have his kids play around in it. How amazing. Ooh, you got some sunflower. I guess I'll talk about this bed from the back like I did last time. Okay, you guys, in this bed is right near our grapevine trellis. But what I've chosen to plant here this year is do a line of tomatoes in the back, which are already starting to give us tomatoes. And then I've got peppers in the front, and the peppers are just now getting big enough to where they can really have action. These are my babies, you guys. Literally every single seedling that you see in the garden, I have grown from seedling inside and nurtured it to bring it out. So I'm so happy to be sustainable in that area of my garden. But what's really cool, what's been interesting though, is they grow, the start of the growth takes a little bit longer than it does the ones that you buy in the store. So that's the one thing at first was a little intimidating for me because I was like, where's my fruit? But now things are starting to flourish. The rain has helped, and I've been feeding my babies, and they're going to be great. So I'm so excited. So we'll have a lot of tomatoes. The tomatoes that we're growing this year are rainbow beefsteak tomatoes and golden tomatoes. And then we also have some incredible grape tomatoes. So I cannot wait to have that variety of tomatoes. I can make paste, I can make soups, all the things. I've still even got tomatoes frozen in the garden. I mean, in the freezer. Oh, you catching a tomato? Okay, you guys. This is our oldest bed in the garden. So this year I do realize I'm probably going to have to really amend this soil and bring in a little new soil for this space because this is our oldest bed. But anyway, in this area, what I planted are zucchini plants. I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 that are late seedlings. This is an area where we've been growing garlic and onions, and the garlic and onions, I've pulled up some of it. So I recently planted these zucchini plants here, just so they can fill up the space and give me some amazing zucchini. And then the cool thing is over here, I planted 3 plants of hibiscus. So this whole corner will be flanked with hibiscus flowers. And I cannot wait because I use hibiscus in my teas. And so I've been growing it everywhere so I can have plenty of it to share. And then here is our area where we planted potatoes. Oh my God, 2, 3 weeks ago before the rain started, it was so beautiful and green. But as now you can see, the potato plants are dying down. And guess what else is? These incredible onions. Aren't they beautiful? So this weekend, I'll be harvesting these onions. Actually, I'll harvest another one. So the cool thing is when the tops fall over, that's when you know they're ready to harvest. So we get to harvest this one together. Wow, look at those. So basically, I am going to get them all out of the ground this weekend and tie them up and let them cure. So they'll cure for a couple of weeks and they should store for the rest of the season. Isn't that amazing? Okay, so you guys, this is the extended part of our bed that we grow in our potatoes in, but this is the back side of it. So I always grow, as you see here, is a remnant of our cotton plant got this high last year. And you can even still see bulbs that had cotton in them. But right below it are two more cotton plants that we're growing. And then this whole space here will be full of wildflowers, giving us a corner and a section for our butterflies to play and our dragonflies and all of our beneficial bugs. But my second favorite flower in the whole garden are these beautiful dahlias. Aren't they gorgeous? Oh my God. Mwah. Oh my God, I love dahlias. And the really cool thing about these, if someone is like an OG flower gardener, why do these dahlias grow back a different color? The color is always in the same shade, but it's a different color every year. So if someone can let me know why, I think it's so amazing. But that part, I just had a great idea. You know what we could do? Y'all know what we could do? We're going to harvest throughout the tour. So by the time we finish, you guys will see what we harvested with our tour. So far, we've got onions, you guys. We'll fit that in there somewhere. Okay, you guys. This is one of my favorite sections in the garden. It's a trellis that I put on the other side of our garden, so it gives us an entrance from both sides. But the really cool things is it gives me the ability to trellis veggies on this side that like a little shade and like some sun as well. And then I've also created these air pruning boxes for when I start my trees. I want to start growing trees to plant in our garden, and I want to start growing trees and learn a little more. So I created these air pruning boxes. Therefore, my plants that I grow here, the roots will naturally prune themselves, and then it will cause exponential growth because the roots will start growing horizontally. So I'm very excited about that. I have not filled it yet, but that will be coming soon. And on this side is really cool because we've got holy basil, which is my freaking favorite herb, hands down. And then I've got Blue Lake pole beans growing here so that they can trellis. And I've also put in here these incredible butterfly pea flowers. So, girl, look at the size of this butterfly pea. I don't know what's taking it so long to get big, but I trust in you. I know you're going to do it. I know you can do it. Butterfly pea flower, I know you can do it. But what's really cool is when you come into the garden, you get a sensational fragrance coming from the holy basil. Can y'all smell it? Can y'all smell it? Y'all smell it? Oh my gosh, it is so therapeutic. I am so thrilled. Also in this little corner, so we do have the holy basil growing in the front, the green beans growing in the back, but we also have a tomato over here. He's not happy, so I am going to move him. Now, in this planter, what we have is a blueberry bush that my original blueberry bush gave me. So I'm starting him new, and he's starting to give me more green. So next year, this blueberry bush will be huge, and when you come into the corner, you'll smell the holy basil, and it's gonna be blueberries hanging on the corner. I cannot wait. And I've also planted loofah in each one of these planters growing down, so they can grow up along this fence and give me loofah, whenever it decides to come. All right. Now, coming down this side of the garden, we now see my incredible blueberry bush. It's so beautiful. Mwah, mwah, mwah. And it's giving all the blueberries, all of the blueberries. This is literally the only downside of having a blueberry bush in your garden is and that's why I'm growing more blueberry bushes, because I pretty much eat all of these blueberries off the vine before it even makes it in the house. It is truly my snack. Like if I come out one morning and I'm in the garden, I'm literally grabbing off the blueberry bush, literally like this, and simply eating them. I mean, what could be better? Fruit washed by the rain and cured by the sun. Come on, it's amazing. So I'm so happy that it's giving us blueberries this year. We do have two varieties of blueberries. Oh, bitch, I don't even know a damn thing. We do have two varieties of blueberries. Therefore, they cross-pollinate one another, giving me plenty of fruit. One is an early-bearing fruit plant. The other one is a late-bearing fruit plant. But it's kind of like these two bushes give me succession planting, and they're perennial, so it's really great. What's really cool this year is we extended our chicken run, and I can't wait to show you guys more about it. But we extended it to come up here, which is giving the chickens further to that they can move. But I planted planters along the side of here just to give me more growing space. This has hibiscus in it and an acorn squash growing. And then this planter has lemongrass in it. And fuck, what is that? Don't you just love these tabs? Oh, bitch, what? Oh, okay. I hope that's right. You say plant. So but what's really cool is I'm always able to get sunflowers and gladiolas and all the things planted in this back part. But then I added little planters throughout this year with more lemongrass and watermelon. So it's giving me growing spaces, just additional growing spaces. I have been spreading a lot in this garden. And what's incredible is all you have to do if you're looking for more space, then all you gotta do is just grab a pot, fill it with soil, and put you some veggies in it. You can never grow enough food, I feel like anyway. I don't know what's going on with my corn, but I see corn. That's all I need to care about. Okay, you guys, so this corner is pretty special for me, mainly because I'm growing another planter with hibiscus in it. I did plant a blackberry bush that never came, so don't buy your blackberry bushes from Tractor Supply because it's not giving. Unless it's a full plant, don't buy a blackberry bush from Tractor Supply. But I love this side of this garden. This is my garden bed that has my sunflowers and my corn. But what I did extra special this year is I planted Quercenkaya squash. And I had never heard of the name before, but my teacher gave me these incredible seeds. And he's like, you gotta try this plant out. And so what I did is I planted it in this planter and I've trained it to climb up the trellis. And so Quercenkaya squash is these big gray squashes that look like lumpy gray pumpkins, but they're a squash and they're nice and sweet on the inside. So I'm very excited because, hi girls, hello mama, hello. Hello. And here is my girls in the chicken run. I'm able to touch them and love on them and spend time without them destroying everything. Look at her. She loved the rub down. Every time I do that, she just be like, stop. Let me feel that. It feels so good. My neck. Rub my neck. Where the golden one? Hey, little mama. Okay, anyway, cool thing about me having this run in the garden, it gives the girls a way to go out and forage every morning. They're able to keep up with the weeds, so there's no weeds around the entire perimeter of my garden. And it also just gives them more places to roam. It helps them to not pick on anybody. It just gives them freedom in their garden space. So most of the morning, they start in this corner foraging for worms, mealy bugs, you name it. And I'm very excited that I added that feature to the garden because it's made being a chicken owner that much more easy. Look at them, they're going in too, girl, that's crazy. So I really love this back side of the garden. I didn't use it a lot, and this year I am. So I've got glads that come up every year. I've got incredible sunflowers that are about to give me some of the most beautiful sunflowers. And what you guys missed, because they bloom, what you guys missed in this garden walk, but I will put an insert in there to give them all of their honor. is I have so many lilies that bloomed this spring in the garden. And literally, I was so upset. I was like, no, my people are not going to see the lilies. But God saved me one lily for you guys to see. Literally, this whole back area was full of lilies. But I love my lilies. I'm so excited. I had one to show you guys. I'm so thrilled that I got one to show you guys. But back here, what I'm growing now is, yes, that is what that is, Ty. That is a crypt. Look at you knowing your vegetables. Girl, look at you knowing your vegetables. Look at you knowing your fruit. Girl, that is a crimson sweet. Girl. Okay, so what I noticed in my garden is I've never been able to successfully grow watermelon but once. And this year, I want to have the best chance possible. So I grew a lot of watermelon seedlings. In this planter, we have lemongrass, and then I have got crimson sweet seedlings in here for the tomatoes to grow. But the cool thing is this time, these bad boys are going to trellis up here and grow, and hopefully the hanging fruit will preserve the watermelon. And this corner is where I really let my mint grow up, because since I have a tea line with mint, I need to have an unlimited supply. So this gives me an unlimited supply of mint. Literally, guys, have you ever seen mint grow that long? So it's really cool because I have an unlimited supply, and it's very robust and it's very healthy. Is it? Did they hear me and did they come? Girls. All right. Yeah, they did. Oh, girls. Hey, honey. She heard me and she came. Okay. And this is one of my favorite beds because it's where I'm growing my corn. My sunflowers usually take over everything, but I see silks. So that means I do have corn growing. So I'm so excited. I planted a lot here, but it looks like maybe 12 survived, but that is okay. And then what's really cool here is I also have a squash plant that's giving me squash. And then, several squash plants. And then I put tomatoes over here in this corner just so I can have tomatoes growing everywhere. And then this is an incredible part. I love this. I like to trellis things everywhere. That's just, I don't know, it's my personality. And so I have a ladder that I always trellis Blue Lake pole beans up that. And then in this planter, what I did is plant a few more Blue Lake pole beans so I can have an abundance of them. But I also planted a cotton plant here. And I also planted a new variety of cherry that I have never had, but it's called a Nanking cherry. And I'm looking forward to it giving me something. You know, it's finally starting to do a little something, so I'm looking forward to that. And you're always weeding. And we're 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 fucking weeding. Okay, now let's go check this out. This is kind of the back of the garden. It's very special for me because a lot of the stuff, like the whole garden is my Heavenly Father's garden. But when I tell you, this corner is extra special because it's like, this is where God plants what we're supposed to be growing. Okay. So I've told the story 100 times. Like 5 years ago, this beautiful plant started growing up in my garden. And I was like, what is that? Oh my God. And I just started ripping it up. This is invasive. And every year it would come back stronger and bolder and bolder. And I'm like, what is this? And one year when I was when I started ripping it up, it's like literally the Holy Spirit froze me and was like, do not pick this up. This is medicine. And I didn't hear the medicine part. I just heard, okay, don't pick it up. So I just made a border. Well, the next year when I came back, that border had exploded and I was really pissed because I was like, what was talking to me, telling me don't pull it up? And I was gonna pull some up, and then the Holy Spirit said to me, this is medicine, and it's incredible medicine. Cultivate this medicine and it'll benefit you in the future. So I have done that. And this just so happens to be the wild violet leaf. The amazing thing about this wild violet leaf is it has mucilage in the leaf Normally in the spring, we get a beautiful purple flower. And then as the spring, I harvest the purple flowers, and that's medicinal as well. But as the spring goes on, we keep this beautiful, amazing leaf. And this leaf has a mucilage in it that is so healthy for you. It's healthy in reducing your cholesterol. It literally, the mucilage in the leaf binds to the fats in your system and flushes it out your urinary. Wait, and flushes it out your urine. That's gross. And flushes it out your system. Also, what I recently found out about this amazing leaf, it's also incredible. The violets and the leaf are great for lymphatic drainage. It literally detoxifies your body and cleanse or drains different lymph nodes in your body. Lastly, this amazing leaf is incredible for anxiety and depression and relaxation because it just calms you down. It's so amazing. Um, oh, and also back here, what we have are dinosaur kale. This area of our garden, it gets sun, but it also gets a lot of shade. So we've got dinosaur kale growing in the back. And if you look closely, I have another Kaya squash growing. It's already started trellising up the back of this fence. And we have a flower and fruits starting. You might be able to see it. You see it? Boop. Fruit, the fruit and the flower. Oh, it's so much fruit. Look, fruit, fruit. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. And then the reason why I call this God's Corner is because so many things happen back here that I do not plant. My wild violet leaf, but also this year I got a special treat when I came out. We have this whole top of our fencing covered with honeysuckles. So it makes it smell good back here, and honeysuckles are medicinal as well. And not only are we growing wild violet here, the leaf, but also this entire back area has become a safe haven for wild violet leaf. Now this planter, this year, we planted lemon balm. And I've now incorporated in my tea, but this lemon balm, oh, it smells so amazing. It freaked me out the time that I realized lemon is not just a fruit, it's an essence. So there's so many different plants that have a lemon essence. And this is one of them. Look at that. And so coming on through here is planters and planters full of wild violet leaves. So all right, this bed is one of my favorite beds because it's finally coming along. I took this incredible metal iron brown bookshelf and created a planter for my herbs. Therefore, they will not cross over into one another. In this planter, we're growing hyssop, we're growing lemon balm, we're growing holy basil, we're growing oregano, and we're growing, I think that's it. Yeah. Mhm. And what I'm gonna do is I've got some lavender, English lavender seedlings in the house. And so I'll be bringing those out soon to plant those in the beds. It's really cool. I really did a deep dive. If you follow my page, you know I am lovers of all things Yahweh, okay? And, and upon my biblical studies, I found a lot of herbs that are just literally essential in the Bible. And so I've started growing some of those herbs for medicine. This is hyssop. Hyssop is really been used for pain. Hyssop is used for cleansing and purification. So I found it very, very vital to make sure that I start planting a lot of those biblical herbs in my garden as medicine. Okay, you guys, this is literally one of my favorite parts of the garden. This year, I chose to plant, as you see, I do a lot of trellising. I love to use multiple spaces to grow multiple things. So this year we're growing Blue Lake pole beans that are starting to trellis up. And then we filled these planters full of chickpeas. So if you look really closely, you will see the chickpeas growing. You see them? Aren't they amazing? So you can't tell, but all of these limbs are full of all of these amazing peas. There you go. These are garbanzo beans. So if you've ever had hummus or falafels, that's where they come from, this incredible garbanzo beans. Garbanzo beans are cool because they're from the legume family, but they are stock full of nutrition. They're great for your heart health. They are also great for your digestion. Also, what we planted in these planters, I have a tomato plant. This is a grape tomato plant, and it's now will just trellis. I will trellis it up, and then tomatoes will be hanging. And I've also planted in all of my planters. I plant, and I love to strive to place them in my clients' gardens. I plant sweet potatoes at the front edges of my planters so that they can spill out. And so while chickpeas are growing on the top, Blue Lake greens are growing above, the planters are now filling up full of sweet potatoes so that we have an unlimited supply until next season. All right, now let's go check out the chickens. What's really cool is I'm in the chicken quadrant, but I've been able to plant some incredible things. That's my girls. That's the major part of their run. The really cool thing is the chickens are running the parameter of the garden. And that parameter goes all the way around and then it comes up to here. And then they have a connection box. That box has where they can sit up and perch, and I throw snacks, but it's a great place that they like to chill when it's shady. They've got that shady spot to chill. Then they run up this tunnel into their main feeding chamber. This is where I feed them, give them, as you see, they have layer pellets, but this is where they receive most of their food. And then all of that shoots up into their chicken coop. So the cool thing is I have a solar powered timer that opens and closes the door in the morning and at night. So the chickens pretty much run themselves. It's pretty much a sustainable system. Now that I've figured out how to plug the holes in which they try to come and get out of. So my neighbors got to come and tell me my damn chickens is out being ghetto. I I think we've now solved that. Okay, and the cool part about it is right behind the chickens are this area. This is the oldest trellis in our garden, but I always trellis snow peas. So I think I've got a few more weeks because the sun is about to kick. But y'all, I have been eating so many snow peas. We have been harvesting them. We have been eating them, and I get full. They're so sweet, so sweet. And right above them are my beautiful sunflowers. Hello. My beautiful sunflowers. I grow sunflowers throughout the whole garden, and these were the first to pop. They're so beautiful. Okay, you guys, what's really cool is my freaking cucumbers are finally trellising like they should. I'm so happy. So again, all of these babies are from seed. So I get really, really happy when things work out. So anyway, I was going to do more of a formal trellis here, but I realized that I had a lot of wood in the back. So I decided to do a creative trellis this year, and it's working out pretty well. The cucumbers are starting to trellis, and I'm excited about that. And then also here, where my neighbor was stepping on is, damn it. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. The cool thing here is, and this is an experiment, I put mushroom spores down and I place layers and layers and layers of wood chips over the mushroom spores. This is the side of the garden that gets much shade. So I'm expecting mushrooms to start popping up any minute now. Now, this is the first year I just did it. So I probably won't get mushrooms till next year because everything's still cultivating, but it's gonna be really cool. All right, now let's get, okay, you guys. Remember when I showed you, I don't even know if I showed you guys this yet. This is kind of like, it's what I call my portal to my neighbor's garden, her beautiful garden. It's what I call my portal because it is so beautiful in the night when you are out here It's literally the full moon is like right there. So it's so beautiful. But in this planter, what we're growing is zucchini here. We got plenty of flowers and fruit starting. And then what you don't see is we're growing potatoes in here as well. So the bottom of the planter is filling up with potatoes and sweet potatoes. And then on top, we're growing zucchini. We're growing these beautiful tomato plants. Look, you guys. It is giving. I am going to prune it. I just am having too much fun watching all of the tomatoes grow. So, and then my glads are giving all sorts of, this one's going to be beautiful. It looks like it's going to be a bright red gladiola. And then our Blue Lake pole beans are trellising. And we also have butterfly pea flower here as well. And then on this side, our Blue Lake pole beans are trellising. But what's really cool is we're growing several things in here as well. We're growing potatoes. We are growing, where is it? Oh, we're growing potatoes. We are growing tomatoes. We are growing Swiss chard. We are growing holy basil. And we are growing, oh, holy basil over here as well. And it's just going to be so beautiful. I'm enjoying this area of our garden and I just cannot wait. What's coming new is we're going to build a pathway and that'll be coming later. And you guys come check out the chicken coop. I think you guys have seen my precious. This past year, I built a chicken coop for my girls because I realized that they're getting bigger. I got a new a new brood of girls. So I figured that I would design a chicken coop reminiscent of an actual birdhouse. And so this is the design. So what's really cool is there's some elements from my old birdhouse with it. I've got a great coop, here, woo, they're in there, where the chickens can lay their eggs. I'm gonna expand that sooner on the back. And then this just opens up and then they can drop down and go into their run. So I'm so glad you guys got to see this beautiful part of the garden and my incredible chicken coop. Hey girls, oh my gosh, she's so loud, she just laid eggs. Okay, you guys, this is our incredible apple tree. I consider this as the anchor of our garden because before we had the grapevine or any of that, we had this incredible apple tree. It gives me Granny Smith apples. And it looks like, oh, but we had a freeze this year, a late freeze. That late freeze froze a lot of the flower blossoms, which had the apples contained in them. So that made me lose a few apples. But I was just recently looking in the tree and I noticed that I do have at least 10 apples on the tree. So I'm so happy with that. And this now is a work in progress because I'm getting ready to do some landscaping around her. But what's under the tree right now are these beautiful little baby chicks that I am taking care of for a client. Hello, mama. Why you gangster? Look at y'all. Okay, since when do we doing all that? Okay, y'all, girl, calm down. Since when we do that? Did you see them bucking up on me? So these are little precious chickens and they're for a client. And so I'll probably have them to their 4 to 6 months. And what I do during the day is I bring them out here under the tree so that they can forage and start eating some grass. And they are loving it. All right. Precious. All right, now okay. So you guys, that wraps up our spring, our early spring 2020. It's not early spring, it's like we're almost mid-spring. 2026 garden tour. Thank you for joining me on our garden tour. And I have to tell you guys, the reason why I'm sharing this tour and the reason why I share my page and my platform of showing you guys how to grow your own food is the most important thing is you can too. You can, for one, have good health. You can, for two, live a very long life. You can still remain active. And one way of doing it is having your own home garden. Again, I do not have a green thumb. No, I don't. I am literally just tapping in the resources that my creator has given me to grow healthy food for my family. Oh shit, that's crazy. And you can too. All right, bye. I cannot believe that. That is so crazy, Ty. What the fuck am I crying for? I think the reason why I'm crying is because I see so many people that are not healthy and they could be. And it's as simple as it's not like this food in this garden is not a simple solution. It's not like plug in a garden and you're going to be healthy. But what it does is it introduces you to a lifestyle of being intentional to grow the food and medicine for your family. So I did not expect to cry, but I want people to heal. And I know that this is one way of doing it. And also, it gives you a place to come out to and get that much needed garden therapy to relax, relate, release, and play in the dirt. So, just like I do when you guys are not here, I'm going to go play in my garden. Bye. Bye. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.